Hey, great day to you all. I hope that you guys were all able to wake up this morning super grateful to be alive again another day in this experience. And I hope that you've set that high vibe for yourself, telling yourself that you're amazing and you're capable and you're strong and you can get through anything and you're magical and that you have the whole universe's energy fueling you for your day. Factually. You know, I had a really huge reminder this morning of how intense it can be for somebody who's in psychosis. I was woken up out of my sleep this morning by somebody banging on my door. Literally in complete psychosis. Now, I need you to understand something. Right now, anybody that you see in your life that has mental illness, or if you're in an environment where there are many mentally ill people, you really need to be compassionate. And you need to hold space for these people. With no judgment, no shame, no guilt, no blame, no nothing. Because I'm telling you, should have this individual have went to somebody else this morning? Well, You know, this is somebody that showed up at my door in total psychosis within themselves that I physically have not seen in years. Okay? But it was very real for them. And when I asked them what was going on, because you have to talk to them, and the worst thing for anybody who's in psychosis and is trying to tell you something, it's real to them. Even if it's not real to you, you have to have the ability to see it from their viewpoint in order to assist them with it. Okay? I haven't seen this individual in years. But when this individual said to me very clearly, I really don't feel safe anywhere, but I knew if I came to you, I'd be okay. Okay? Factually. But this individual came into my place right at my door this morning and immediately was asking me to close the blinds and close the windows and like literally in psychosis believing that there are people out to get him. And there was nobody around. And this individual was not on drugs. He was in a mental state of psychosis. Okay? Now, you guys really need to understand that if there's anybody around you or in your life that is suffering from mental illness right now, you really have to be careful about the things that you are going to express to them. Because you can either pull them out of psychosis or you can actually push them deeper into it. So I had a really huge reminder, and I've got a lot of things going that just surfaced today out of the blue, which the universe operates my soul, and I'm pushed into circumstances and situations because of who I am as a being and how I have an impact in people's lives. So, yes, I was able to bring this person down from the psychosis and to actually be able to get through to them only because they came to me for help. You see, if somebody doesn't come to you for help and they're in psychosis, if you approach them or if you try to push yourself on them, it will amplify the psychosis. All right? So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, look, I had a reminder of a lifetime because I think a reminder needs to be said to the world. Okay? You really have to be compassionate with no judgment when you're dealing with anybody that's got any type of mental illness. So, anxiety problems, depression, these things are real for them. Okay? Just as real as whatever you're thinking in your mind is real for you. Well, guys, more so now than ever, We need to change our ways and be more compassionate because there are a lot of people suffering. And the reminder for me this morning was the universe showing me the state of how bad somebody can get when they are not on drugs and they are not on alcohol, and it is pure chemical imbalances from their thoughts alone. And this guy was young. He's young. And it hurts my heart to see somebody so young going through such a state of psychosis that is not induced by drugs, and it's not induced by alcohol. You see, a lot of people think that mental illness or psychosis comes on just because somebody's on drugs or somebody's on, they've been drinking. Well, no, not all the time. Okay? Psychosis and states of psychosis, if it's not circumstantial, it is induced by thought alone. So, I just needed to remind you guys all. And look, for the next week, until Monday, yes, I will be on and offline and doing whatever, but I have a lot of things that have surfaced in my area and in my apartment that are going to be done. So I cannot be showing up for people or doing live events or doing certain things when I've got certain things going on in my place. Hey, great morning, Anka. I'm not doing a long live. I just came out here to remind people about psychosis because I was reminded firsthand this morning when somebody came and woke me up out of my bed in total psychosis, which was not drug-induced or alcohol-induced. So, yeah. So what I'm out here to tell everybody is that, look, I will be present, but I'm really not present until Monday. I've got a lot of things that I need to take care of. And the more I'm showing up for everybody else, the more my stuff is piling up. So I am taking a break. Just wanted to hear your voice. Love you. I love you too. And I hope you have a super magical day. Because you're just magical. So make it happen. But yeah, so I just want you guys to know. If you really need me, reach out to me. But if you see me, this is a big point to it too. If you see me online, or that it appears that I'm present, I look forward to hearing more. I always look forward to seeing you. You're awesome. But don't just assume that I'm online and that I'm easily accessible. Because like I said, there's a lot of things and a lot of people, especially in the neighborhood that I'm living in. There's a lot of transition happening, a lot of change happening. And I don't want you guys to think that psychosis just happens because of drugs or alcohol or, no, that shit's real for the person that's living it. And it's not always drug induced. I had a really clear reminder of that this morning, like I said. Somebody coming and waking me up out of my bed. Total psychosis. And this poor young man, he's not on any drugs. He's not a drinker. But this is also an individual that has lost a lot of his friends recently. Because there's a lot of young men that are dropping like flies. Why? Because of the things that they choose to do. We can't run from the choices that we make. And this is why it's so important to make better choices all the time, no matter what you lived yesterday. Fuck it. Yesterday's gone. It no longer exists. Heartfully lead with your heart and with the right choices every day for you. Because if you're making the right choices for you, well then everybody attached to you will feel that. But if you're not making the right choices for you as an individual and being authentic to you, well then you are going to mismanage your energy. You're not going to take care of your own personal needs. And we all have personal needs. So, loneliness is the silent killer. Yes, because people believe that they're alone. Like I said, this individual that showed up at my house today, he's a young man. And I haven't seen him in a couple of years. But for him to say, out of everywhere, you're the only place that I could think of that I would be safe. Like, so I've got my plate full for the next couple of days. And I don't need to justify what exactly, but look, I've got a lot of things going on, so I have pulled back. I've pulled back from commitments that I've had and everything. I've cleaned my slate for the week because there's some really urgent things that I have to take care of for me and for things that are immediately right here in my vicinity affecting my neighborhood and my people and where I live. Because it's time now. There's a lot of things I've felt that I needed to do, and I've held back from it because I didn't want to ruffle feathers. Well, now it's time to ruffle feathers when I have people showing up at my door the way that they did today. So, I love y'all. Have a great day. If you guys, like I said, you may see me online active, but it doesn't mean that I'm there. So, leave me a message. Yes, I will get back to you like I always do, but you will not get the quick response that I have always given you, unless I am right there seeing it. My notifications for Messenger are shut off right now, because there's just too many messages coming in that I cannot even get anything done with the amount of messages that are coming in, so notifications are off. When I decide to check my messages, I will. But from now until Saturday, I got a whack of stuff I got to do. Monday, well, then I will be back diving into my learning and whatever else commitments that I need to take care of. Guys, protect your mental health. If you are not feeling right in any shape, way, or form, you need to talk to somebody. Because if you don't, and you sit there in your destructive self-talk, you can drive yourself absolutely nuts if your mind takes over. So if you're not operating from your heart and you're operating from your head, which is automatic repeat, please be self-aware of what you are allowing there within your thoughts. Do not drive yourself into a state of psychosis. Please. And if you need the help, reach out. I love you all. Have a great day. Peace.